I'm just going to get into it. I always start with the Bare Minerals primer. This is my favorite stuff. It's going to be very similar to the Smashbox Pore Perfecting like Photo Finish Primer. It's going to have more of that silicone-y base. If you can see, I really like that texture. It really works really well for my skin. I feel like it gives me like flawless Barbie skin. But back to the get ready with me. I'm actually, since I have a self tan, or I've got a spray tan for a wedding that I was recently just in, and you can tell that like the tan comes to here and then it stops. Ernie! I'm gonna mix 2 of those, and I'm gonna mix 1 of these today. But yeah, this is Moisture SPF Foundation, the mineralized MAC mineralized liquid. So now that I have this, I'm just going to mix it all together, make sure that's a really good shade. I actually think that's perfect. And I'm gonna focus the majority of this in the center of my face. Go lighter than you think you would need. That's what I have to do. And then don't forget, bring it all the way around, since this is where my tanner is going to end. So I wanted to start YouTube because every time I go into work, people are always like, how do you get your skin to look so perfect? And it's really, you know, going back to your basics. You really have to take care of your skin. You can't skip out on your skincare. You can't wear your makeup for extended periods of time like overnight. You need to remove that. Your pores are going to get clogged. That's actually why I'm having these little tiny breakouts right here, because of this wedding. You know, you're sipping a little too hard, you're having a little too much fun with your girlfriends, and then all of a sudden it's 4 o'clock in the morning and you're like, oh crap, I have to go to bed. I don't have time to remove my makeup. Take the Prolong Concealer. This is NC15 and I have NC25. I'm going to mix the 2 together to get my perfect little under eye highlight. So actually all I do is I take a pump. Okay, I'm going to mix them together in between my fingers. Around the eyelids, because you know you got to keep the whole area even looking. And then I usually let that center one like hang out there for a minute, because I really like a highlighted nose. I like my nose to look like a disco ball. And then just pat out those edges, and then I go through here one more time and like really make sure that it's all taken care of. What I do is dip into the famous Laura Mercier powder, but it made me really upset because the packaging broke. It broke in the first 2 days that I owned it. Come on, Laura Mercier. I paid a lot of money for this. The ring broke. So I dip in there with my favorite all-time brush, and this is the Bare Minerals Supreme Finisher. So what I do is I stick my brush in there, I get some powder, I swirl it all the way around in the lid, and then I start on the cheek area, I pat all over. I don't want to be completely mattified because I like a very, very, very dewy look, but I just powder all over real quick. And just like everybody says, it lives up to the standard. It smells heavenly. Like when I smell this, I feel like I'm just walking on the beach. But I'm going to take the Seamless Shaping and Finish Bare Minerals brush. It's kind of like a little egg, has a little dome to it. It's real good for just like, I would just put it on my cheeks. Can't just go in and do that. It's just not going to work for me. I always do my jawline because I really want to make sure that that's all blended, since this is my first time having a tan. Okay, so now that you can see, my face has a lot of definition to it now, and I feel more comfortable. I feel more natural with it. So now for my favorite part in the entire world, I go in and I highlight. I want to beam to the gods. The Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter, which is natural hair brushes. I use both. I just tap off any of the excess. I put a sea of highlight literally a sea of highlighter. And I put it in the sea of my face. So now you can see I'm real dewy, I'm real glowy. Now when I don't have a tan, this shade does not work for me. This shade is way too dark. I'll actually use it as an eyeshadow. I'll bring it through the cheeks. I do my nose. Like I said, like it to be like a disco ball. I've been living for this blush. It is my favorite blush right now. It's my favorite blush when I'm fair-skinned. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it on my tan skin, but the NARS Matahari. So it's like a very, I'm just going to take lightly. And I like to like really, I just like the apples of my cheeks. Like very, very lightly. I feel like on my face, that's where it fits me best. And then sometimes I look back and I'm like, blend, blend, blend. It's all about the blend. So when I go to do my brows, I always comb my brows downward. It's called the Brow Master. Brow Master by, of course, Bare Minerals. I like it because of the brush. So I use an eyeshadow by MAC. It's called Showstopper. It's a very matte, cool tone brown. Only doing the tops of my brows. So I just follow my natural shape. I like my brows very thick and fluffy. Okay, that's all I do for that, and then I just brush my brows upward. That's what I like to do. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of that Wet n Wild highlighter and I'm going to pop it right in the center of my eyes because you want your eyes to look bright and you want to look away. I will, oh no, I forgot a highlighter on my favorite spot, the Cupid's bow. Really get that upper lip dewy. And then you just go in. That's it for today's video. It's my first ever YouTube video. It's crazy. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. You know, make sure you hit that like button down below. In my next video though, I will be sure to show you how I get unready every single day after work and the steps that I take to keep this skin looking as young and as youthful and as luminous as I possibly can. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.